Josh Bersin recently came out with a great article on the history of learning management systems and learning technology and how we've gotten to the place where we are today and his hopefulness for the future of learning technology. So he talked about how in the 90s, internet, personal computers were coming out, workplaces were getting this in place, and so learning opportunities for the first time ever could be more scalable by being digitized. No longer did you need to block off the day, come into a classroom for a workshop experience. Those are still great and valuable, and they still happen today. However, for the first time ever, it could also be asynchronous. People could log in when they could. So learning management systems came out and classroom learnings got digitized, and there was this big flow of content. Let's just digitize all of the content. And then this epiphany came out of, there were so many of these LMSs then on the market, 10 years later, that they tried to differentiate themselves, and they started to become talent management suites, and they added tools like performance management and organizing all of this content, because now there was so much content, organizing it into career paths and learning paths, and more of these types of features came out to differentiate the tools. And I really appreciate that Josh says these LMSs focusing on becoming platforms, actually that kind of distracted them from the true value that they can provide. And so they kind of went through this discovering of themselves period. And then, 2008 hits, the iPhone hits, people start getting these personalized devices and watching YouTube and reading Twitter, and all these social media platforms are busting, and learning professionals say, well, we're going to make our content, as entertaining and robust as YouTube, but also as digestible and quick as Twitter. And so microlearning becomes a thing, and the 2010 era, and they're trying to make learnings more interactive, click here to flip the thing over to keep people engaged and track engagement, and we'll make our production quality higher, we'll do more videos, we'll get it more and more interesting. And so then the market is just again flooded with more and more content. And Josh then calls, the past 5-ish years, he says it's been a pretty boring time in learning technology, because there was such a bust there for about 20 years of just more and more content out there, and then different types of content and trying to make the content better. But at the end of the day, engagement just isn't stellar. Behavior change is still this elusive thing to measure, and proving the impact is still incredibly opaque. He calls these last few years, this chaos, this frenzy, a dull period where he has been really just consulting people on how to clean up. We've gotten so many tools, it's gotten bloated. We're spending, $1,500 a year per employee on something we can't really measure, and where engagement honestly isn't stellar. And so it's just been kind of this consolidation time. My take on that, from talking to so many learning leaders and talent development leaders, is that we're trying all of these ways to get really helpful information to people, information that truly is life-changing. It's just not coming to people in the moment when they need to actually apply it. And in the moment when a new manager is experiencing the third conflict with a certain employee, they're not thinking, what I'm going to do is spend 30 minutes sifting through this content to go and find the one video that's going to be helpful to me. But then the inverse of that is, well, let's push it to people. Let's, be in Microsoft Teams and push 3-minute videos or quick little questionnaires. But then even those are based on, they're personalized to the level of, oh, you're a new manager, so you're on this track, you're on this career path, and so we'll send you content about that career path. But it's not actually about, you're in the third time you've had this conflict with this person and you don't know what to do. So how do we take all of the data that's out there about people and just consolidate it to do all these folks a favor and give them the information they need when they need it? That's exactly what we're doing at Cloverleaf. We not only are making the learning not even just micro, but nano, just 2-3 sentences long. We're not only making it super short and sweet and to the point, and we're not only giving it to them in the tools they're already working in so they don't even need to log in, we are making it highly accurately personalized. This is about you, a new manager who is wired to be blunt and to the point, but you're giving feedback to a person who's much more relational and is going to receive feedback when they understand why you're investing in them. How do managers know that information? If they could know that, that changes the way they give that person feedback. That flips that relationship from being about, I think this is a low performer, to, hey, I understand and we're gonna work well together. That really, I think, is the missing gap in learning technology, is that we've put all of this effort into making more content, make it more engaging, make it flashier, make it shorter, but not a ton of effort has been put into, let's understand exactly what our learner needs this moment, this hour of this day in their situation, and then let's deliver them that learning. That is what we are obsessed with here at Cloverleaf, and that is what we are hard at work on, which I think is also why we are able to prove behavior change. We are able to prove higher engagement than other digital learning products by tenfold, like so much higher engagement inside of our product than what our customers get to experience in their other products, because it's not generalized learning. It's truly accurately personalized. And that is the gift that we want to give to every person as they are working hard and as they are trying to provide value and they're trying to navigate all these relationships. Let's give them the information they need to be successful. Let's equip our people in the moment they need it.